Angels in the Bible versus the Quran. Messengers of God. What if some of the most mysterious beings in all of religion appear in both the Bible and the Quran, yet are described with a different emphasis in each? Angels in the Bible and angels in the Quran are both connected with God's will, divine messages, protection, and judgment. They are not human. They are not ordinary. They stand between heaven and earth as servants of God. But while both scriptures honor angels as real and powerful beings, they do not present their role in exactly the same way, and those differences matter. Welcome to Scripture versus Scripture, where we explore sacred texts with curiosity, clarity, and respect. This video isn't here to attack anyone's faith. It's here to help you understand the similarities, the differences, and why those differences matter. Before looking at the differences, it helps to understand why angels matter so much in both Christianity and Islam. Angels are not just background figures in sacred stories. They are messengers, servants, witnesses, protectors, and at times, agents of judgment. The way a scripture presents angels says a lot about how it understands revelation, the unseen world, obedience, and the relationship between God and humanity. So when we compare angels in the Bible with angels in the Quran, we are not just comparing spiritual beings. We are comparing two ways of understanding the unseen order behind the visible world. So let's begin with the Bible. In the Bible, angels appear at major turning points in sacred history. They deliver messages, guide people, bring warning, and sometimes act in moments of judgment or rescue. They are clearly servants of God, but they are often presented in vivid, dramatic, and deeply memorable scenes. One of the clearest biblical themes is announcement. Angels appear to figures like Abraham, Jacob, Daniel, Mary, Joseph, and the shepherds in the story of Jesus' birth. They often arrive with a message from God, sometimes comforting, sometimes unsettling, but always important. In the Bible, angels are also associated with worship and the glory of heaven. Some passages describe heavenly hosts praising God. Others present angels as powerful beings surrounding divine presence, or carrying out God's commands. There are also moments where angels protect or deliver. An angel leads, warns, strengthens, or rescues at critical times. At other moments, angels become connected with judgment, showing that they are not soft or decorative figures, but serious servants of God's will. The Bible also contains especially striking imagery in books like Isaiah, Ezekiel, and Revelation, where heavenly beings appear in overwhelming symbolic glory. These scenes make angels feel mysterious, majestic, and sometimes even frightening. So in summary, the Bible presents angels as messengers, worshippers, protectors, and agents of divine action, closely connected with revelation, heavenly glory, and the movement of God's plan in history. Now let's look at the Quran. In the Quran, angels also hold a high and serious place. They are fully obedient servants of God who do not rebel against His command. This point is very important in Islam. Angels are not presented as morally unstable beings. They carry out what they are ordered to do. Like the Bible, the Quran presents angels as messengers and servants involved in major moments of revelation. The angel Gabriel, or Gabriel, holds a particularly central place because he is connected with the delivery of revelation. That gives angels a very strong role in the communication of God's message to humanity. The Quran also connects angels with recording deeds, taking souls, supporting believers, and carrying out divine command. This gives them a clear moral and cosmic function. They are part of the unseen order that surrounds human life, even when human beings do not see them directly. Another important emphasis in the Quran is obedience. Angels do not act out of pride or self-will. They are presented as entirely submitted to God. That helps create a very sharp contrast between angels and rebellious beings, like Iblis. In the Quran, angels are not mainly described through detailed visual imagery in the same dramatic way seen in some biblical visions. Instead, the emphasis often falls more on what they do, whom they serve, and how they fit into the unseen structure of God's rule. So in summary, the Quran presents angels as perfectly obedient servants of God, messengers, recorders, supporters, and agents of divine command within a disciplined, unseen world. Now let's bring the similarities and differences together. Both the Bible and the Quran present angels as real spiritual beings who serve God. Both connect angels with revelation, divine messages, protection, and judgment. Both show that angels are not independent powers, but servants who act under God's authority. But the differences are just as important. In the Bible, angels are often presented in vivid narrative scenes and powerful visions that emphasize heavenly majesty, symbolic glory, and dramatic encounters with human beings. In the Quran, angels are often presented with stronger emphasis on total obedience, moral order, and their role in carrying out God's command in the unseen world. In the Bible, the focus often falls on angels as messengers appearing at great moments in sacred history. In the Quran, the focus often falls on angels as a disciplined part of God's invisible order, always obedient, always serving, always under command. So while the core idea is similar, the atmosphere and emphasis are not exactly the same. Conclusion. So are angels in the Bible the same as angels in the Quran? Yes and no. They are the same kind of beings in broad terms, servants of God, carriers of messages, and part of the unseen reality behind human life. But the way their role is framed is not exactly the same. The Bible presents angels with vivid drama, heavenly majesty, and memorable encounters in sacred history. The Quran presents angels with strong emphasis on perfect obedience, revelation, and their place in God's unseen order. Same messengers, different emphasis. If you enjoy respectful comparisons like this, subscribe to Scripture vs. Scripture. Comment below, what should we compare next? Heaven, the end times, or Judgment Day in the Bible versus the Quran? Like the video if you want more episodes, and I'll see you in the next one.